Our news is brought to you by Alive.
Coming up in the news, the royals have departed the Bahamas overnight. The royal visit brings hope to Grand Bahamian underprivileged children. Grand Bahama Minister gives a synopsis on the royal visit, and local fashionistas assemble for the royal state reception. This is our news, the weekend edition. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Megan Shepherd. Prince William and Duchess Kate are back home in the UK tonight after saying farewell to the Bahamas on Saturday and boarded the royal jet at the Lynden Pinling International Airport. The visit to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II included earlier stops in Belize and Jamaica. The three-day visit to our shores included a stop off to the Sybil Strawn Primary School, a meeting with healthcare workers, and despite a downpour, the royals enjoyed a Junkanoo parade downtown. Later that night, a state reception. Their departure concluded a busy day with trips to Abaco and Grand Bahama on Saturday. Their Royal Highnesses are back home in Britain this evening, having completed a successful visit to the Bahamas. And on their final day, the royals spent part of their day in Grand Bahama, visiting the Grand Bahama Children's Home. The home was forced to relocate the children in 2019 because of the extensive damage by Hurricane Dorian. There are 32 children at the home, all under 14. Chair of the home's fundraising committee, Sarah Kirkby, says the visit was a special treat for the children.
They're going to meet the kids, should see how cute they are. They're giving them a beautiful present that they've done. They've painted themselves, one for the Queen for her 70th anniversary, and they've also done a picture for Kate, and two of our children will be presenting it to them today as well. So it's wonderful. They'll be adding to the mosaic with them. We've had an artist come in and work with them. Actually, it's been a couple of artists that have come in, and so it's a nice piece that will be a remembrance for us always to have. I think besides the thousands of millions of pictures that everyone has taken as well, in the memory that they met a real princess and a real prince. And I think that's what they've been trying to tell them. We're kind of excited to see what the children are going to be like. You know, they often have visitors come to the home and they'll grab your clothes and say, "Take me home." And we're going, I wonder if they'll do that today.
As they continue to add the finishing touches to the home and to take care of the children daily, Kirkby is hoping this visit sparks renewed support for the home.
Outside we look beautiful, but inside we still got a lot of repairs to do, and we also are dealing with a lot of children that have a lot of trauma, and so you've got a lot of repairs for them. So it costs a lot. We have a shortfall of about $400,000 a year. So we've got to fundraise, and right now it's not the time to fundraise in Grand Bahama, so we're asking others to fundraise. So if people are interested in finding out about the home, you can go to our website, you can also go to our Facebook page, and it'll give you some ideas on how you can help. And trust me when I say, every penny helps, from $20 to a pack of diapers. Everything makes a difference for us here at the home.
Of the 32 children, 26 are enrolled in school. And for those interested in assisting or volunteering, Kirkby explains the ways to do this.
The problem, really, to be quite honest, is food. You have to feed 30 children. It's a lot of children to feed, school uniforms and everything like that. So that's what all the funding will go for today. Sponsor a child, you can pay for certain things. You can find out all that information again on our website and also on our Facebook page. If I haven't said that 200 times to you already. But we want to push, don't we? We want to have as much help as we can. It takes a lot, as Leslie always says, to raise a village. So every bit helps.
Minister for Grand Bahama, Ginger Moxie, weighing in on the royal visit. She says given that Grand Bahamians are rebuilding, this visit is significant to the future.
This was very uplifting. You saw all the people on the sides of the road, you know, waving, saying hi to the Duke and Duchess, and I believe they had a wonderful experience. What it does, it ties back in the fact that we have been devastated from Dorian, and we're trying to recover and rebuild, and it's wonderful that they are here being a part of it, and I know they're going to spread this message to the world and help to get Grand Bahama Island where we need it to be, and so we're grateful for that.
While appreciative of the visit, she adds there is one particular site that she would have liked the Duke and Duchess to visit.
One of the things that I wanted, and I noticed that it was done in Abaco, was as we came, there's the bridge that has all of those who passed away during Dorian, and I thought that that would have, been fitting for the moment, but we weren't able to do that.
Central and South Abaco Member of Parliament John Pinder is hoping the visit of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge would shed light on the need that still remains 2 years after Hurricane Dorian.
It'll highlight Abaco again and bring it to the forefront of people's conversation. And at the tables where it needs to be brought to attention, it'll be on everyone's mind. So it'll aid in my push to bring Abaco back to better from what it was before.
Pinder says Abaconians were eager for the visit. The monster Hurricane Dorian ravaged parts of that northern island on September 1st, 2019, leaving behind a trail of devastation. A similar sentiment was shared by local pastor Bishop Silbert Mills, who believes the visit will give Abaconians the reminder that many are still thinking of them and the tragedy they endured.
It would give us a deep sense of appreciation that, yes, there are people who realize that we went through a storm, and in addition to that, it would also show them that they're there to support us. We must understand that when the storm occurred, the very first support we had came from the United Kingdom. Their Navy ship was the very first to come on these shorelines to help us out.
He added that this visit could also help in securing aid from the United Kingdom should another disaster hit.
We're in the hurricane belt. If Abaco gets hit again, we have someone in Buckingham Palace who's likely to be King of England at the time that we get hit and would have a direct affinity having visited us. I think it's only a deposit into a future.
This royal visit also reigniting the debate over the move to becoming a republic, as many countries move to cut all ties with Great Britain and ridding themselves of the Queen as head of state. Some Bahamians are agitating for the same, following countries like Barbados in becoming a republic. Among them, former cabinet minister Leslie Miller.
Hopefully, this is probably going to be the last royal visit, and at some point in time, we got to gain our full independence. By being a full democracy, doing what the United States did, become a republic. It wouldn't happen in my lifetime. Because even though they complain about it, that we shouldn't be honoring or we shouldn't be facilitating them. We're not going to do it. When we think of a democracy, when we think of the United States, and when we think of a president, we think of Haiti and third world countries. Therefore, they're going to stay away from it. But they're going to complain about it. And of course, most of them here tonight having a good time.
And of course, what is a royal visit without the royal fanfare? Bahamians and Brits alike lining the street in hopes of getting a glimpse of or even a brief royal wave from the Duke and Duchess. Although many of the British spectators have been in the Bahamas for decades, they say it was still very special to wave the Union Jack and show their love for the royals.
Joyous occasion once in a lifetime, and then we don't know when they'll be back here to the Bahamas, and so it's exciting. And then I also bring my kids out here, hoping that we will get a handshake from the Duchess, which I think would be wonderful. We're just excited.
Very, very excited. It's fantastic. Can't wait.
William looks really good, and Kate looks so pretty in her dresses. I thought I'd got to come out and support them.
I do think the couple is just wonderful. They represent the Queen so well, and it's her, platinum this year, right? And I just think she's been through so much, that poor old lady, and I want this just to be a wonderful. She'll see the Bahamas. She'll see us all very happy that they're here, and it looks like they're having a wonderful time.
I was actually born in Wales, but I've been in the Bahamas since 1969, and I just thought, I met the Queen on one occasion when she opened the courthouse, and I just feel like, William and Kate are doing a very good job, and I think they're bringing a renewed energy to, the royal family.
This group practicing their royal wave while enjoying traditional British food as they awaited the arrival of the royals.
Just a visiting English woman, and just by chance I arrive here at the same time as the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. So we're very excited. We're sitting here. We might be here for 2 more hours, but we don't care. We've got plenty of Prosecco, and we're just having a great time. We think they'll go shooting past pretty quickly, but we hope they slow up when they see our Union Jacks.
Most of us are British and Bahamian. So we came out here and we stayed. We were able to stay, which was good. So it's really important today. And of course, we watched Kate, we watch William, we like him. We also like Harry. I like Harry, and I like Meghan too. And we love the Queen. We're having great fun. We've got English sausages, and we've got Prosecco, and we've got drinks, and it's just fun, you know.
So excited that we've been able to get this close, so hopefully we do get a glimpse. I am originally from England, but I'm a Bahamian now, proud Bahamian. And I was just excited to see them be here and that they've got such a beautiful day.
Still to come on our news, a reading garden for L.W. Young, and some software developers are finding much deserved success. That's coming up when our news returns.
Got size at 6'5". Hi, this is Shamika.
Two young men are finding success in a business they started during the pandemic. 24-year-old Duran Humes and 26-year-old Keith Roy are the CEO and COO of Play-Doh Alpha, a software development company founded in March 2020. Humes explains why their company is useful to their clients.
In today's day and age, you need technology to compete on a global level and even on a local level now, because the Bahamas is rapidly increasing our technology stance here locally. And obviously to compete globally, you need to have robust technology to do that. So taking the time and spending the resources to actually go ahead and build technology for your business that'll assist you in your operations or assist you in your marketing and even general ideas, in a sense where you come up with an idea and you need technology to actually execute on that. Doing those things will give you an edge.
Play-Doh Alpha's latest success is developing a COVID-19 portal for Doctors Hospital. That portal is a one-stop shop for clients seeking COVID testing. Everything can be done within the program, including seeing past results and payment. Roy says more businesses are seeing the benefits of creating unique software.
We are excited for the projects to come moving forward. We do see that there are a lot of different businesses that can use our services, whether it's a simple system being built out for them or whether it's some sort of custom integration. A lot of companies are looking to ramp up the way they do business so that they can offer an easier way to do business for both their employees and also for their customers as well.
A coalition of women's groups is promising to ramp up their push to have legislators properly address gender-based violence. Women United, which is made up of more than a dozen advocacy groups, says a press conference this past week will be the first of many to come as they look to hold the government's feet to the fire and push them to action to address gender-based violence in the Bahamas. Women United member and disability advocate Erin Brown.
We are going to continue to do what all of our women organizations have been doing, showing up in the gap. We will continue to respond to all of the cries, all of the victimization, all of the resources, whether it's food pantry, whether it's clothes, whether it's housing, whether it's rental, whether it's those persons who may live with disabilities and they need assistance to even report. You want to reach out to Women United.
The group's primary push is to have gender-based violence legislation passed and enacted. On Tuesday, Minister of State for Social Services Lisa Raming said the Office of the Attorney General was reviewing a gender-based violence bill. Raming previously said that the bill addresses an array of gender-based violence issues, including marital rape. Deputy Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernandez said last week that police are looking to form a special victims unit. Attorney and former Progressive Liberal Party Senator Robin Lyons says it's about more than just forming a unit.
It's not new. It's not new. It's actually been implemented before. Yes. The challenge that we have, though, is that particular unit was housed in one location. So let's just say you're going to any particular police station. What we found is that if we had a victim of intimate partner violence or domestic violence going to 5 different police stations, their responses could be 5 different ways based on who they encountered when they got there. So it's not just the establishment of a task force or a unit. It's about a comprehensive response of the police department that is uniformed throughout that department, because a victim should know what they are getting when they arrive. Yes. And more often than not, it is really based on the personal views of the officer. Yeah. You have women that will tell you, the officer tell me he ain't getting into that. That's my husband. Yeah. I'm not telling you what I'm thinking. I'm telling you what I know as an attorney that has represented these women.
Minister of Education Glenys Hannah Martin and Minister of Foreign Affairs and MP for Fox Hill Fred Mitchell were in attendance at the official opening of L.W. Young's Reading Garden, an area of the school designated to provide a quiet reading environment for students. Originally the school's vice principal's idea, the Reading Garden is one of several strategies being applied at the school to address the learning loss brought on by the pandemic.
This is going to be a long-term process because remember, children were out of the class for about almost 2 years, about 18 months. And so no, it's not going to be a quick fix, but we have to start somewhere. And so we want to focus on the literacy and the numeracy, ensuring that our children are able to catch up in those areas, especially in time for BJCs for the 9th graders.
Speaking with students of L.W. Young, they say they are excited about the new reading environment and are looking forward to make use of the area.
I am very excited because from the beginning I was here helping and assisting with putting it together, and to see the end product and see what it has finally come to, it just excites me. I cannot wait to sit in the Reading Garden and take out a book and read and expand my knowledge.
And when our news comes back from the break, Cleaning Wizards 242 is on the move. Let's hear from them in our Generation Next segment. And our Jerome Sawyer was amidst a bevy of fashionistas at the Royal State reception. We have those details when our news weekend edition returns.
Got size at 6'5". Hi, this is Shamik.
This is our news. Welcome back. Proprietor of Cleaning Wizards, Crystal DeVoe, says she started her company in 2017 by happenstance. She says she stumbled upon a social media post soliciting a cleaner, and since it was something she already enjoyed doing, she took up the task.
It was something I liked to do, but it was not in terms of where I was paid to do it, all right? I connected with her and she decided to hire me, and I was like, oh, this is good, you know, quick money. And eventually, based on her response and posting the reviews, I started to get a lot of persons that were calling, and it just spiraled into a business for me. So it was something small that escalated.
The 35-year-old says she currently juggles running her business, which now employs 6 people, a 9-to-5 job, and being a mother. She says she credits her natural entrepreneurial skills to her grandmother.
So being an entrepreneur is almost per se within my blood, all right? And the same thing with my kids.
DeVoe says during the initial phases of the pandemic, the lockdowns and restrictions stifled her business, but since the loosening of restrictions, business has grown. She says she now takes on commercial clients and even trains their employees. One of the biggest lessons she has learned so far, understanding that you won't be able to please every client.
It is our main goal to, pretty much put our best foot forward, and go out there and try to please our clients. In some cases, that's not achievable, and it's okay. All right, we learn from our mistakes and continue to push forward.
And when it comes to other aspiring entrepreneurs, she says her advice is to just start, even if you don't have a plan in place.
When I started, I really didn't have a plan. If it's something that you like doing and you enjoy doing, first thing first, put God first, and then secondly, just go out there and do it. You will learn as you go. If it's something that you're not highly trained in, and that's me. I learned as I went. I did training sessions in cleaning. I traveled and I did that as well. I also got certifications in it as well. So the thing is, just go ahead and get started.
Well, the royal visit gave us an opportunity to show off the culture and the beauty of the Bahamas to the Duke and Duchess. But at one particular event, they got to see the style and elegance of our people. Our Jerome Sawyer attended the state reception, asking the all-important question, who are you wearing?
It was a fashion parade by all accounts, gorgeous gowns the likes of which haven't been public in 2 years, again thanks to COVID. But Friday night there was no holding back. Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Cambridge, was a definite showstopper in a simple yet sophisticatedly elegant gown. Inside the reception, Bahamian fashionistas on parade.
Who are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Raphaelita by David Rowe tonight and Harold Taylor.
You look absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
How do you pull off a dress like this? I have to ask.
David gets me together every time, so shout out to Raphaelita.
While the leading beauty queens taking the spotlight as well in local designs.
Tonight I am wearing Bahamian designer Navajan Navarro Dawkins, full styling by him as well. I'm wearing a beautiful gown by Patrice Lockhart. She's a local designer here in the Bahamas.
And this local designer made sure she represented her brand very well.
It's kind of a rhetorical question. What are you wearing today?
April Jasmine, of course. I haven't worn April Jasmine in a long time, so very happy.
The wife of the Prime Minister had a slightly different approach, admittedly almost catching this reporter off guard.
I'm following a bit of tradition.
How so?
If you look at most of the photos, even right here as we along the side, as we walk along, you will see on many occasions elbow-length gloves are worn at formal occasions. So I thought, and mostly by Prime Minister's wives, so I thought that I should do the same. I like following tradition and I like elegance very much.
While the ladies normally steal the spotlight, the gentlemen holding their own, Bahamian NFL player and neurosurgeon Dr. Myron Roll certainly understood the assignment.
I gotta ask you what I ask everyone else. What are you wearing tonight?
Oh man, just wearing some Hugo Boss. Got an ascot, trying to make it look right. I brought the ascot out for the English, sort of vibe here. Try to do what I can.
I think you pulled it off.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
The night was not lost on the opportunity for local designers to share the spotlight with our world-famous guests.
We get an opportunity to showcase our work. And Bahamians, we women, we love to dress up, men too, but we love to dress up. We love to be a part of an exquisite and elegant night like tonight.
Reporting for our news, I'm Jerome Sawyer.
Indeed, attire for royals. Our Jerome Sawyer certainly enjoyed the occasion. And stay with us, our weather forecast is coming up next. And look out for a recap of the royal visit. Those stories and more when our news returns.
Got size at 6'5". Hi, this is Shamika.
Welcome back to our news. Clear skies with a slight breeze. Perfect weather for the royals after all that rain. Let's take a look at the weather forecast. The visit of His Royal Highness Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, second in line to the throne, and his wife, Princess Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, has now come to an end. The royals left the Bahamas last night and are now back in the UK. But here's a recap of the royal visit. Enjoy.
Restoration science. And its particular roots and
Thank you so much for tuning into our News Weekend Edition. On behalf of our royal team, I'm Megan Shepherd. Enjoy the rest of your evening.